Hi YouTube, don't get too excited thinking that this is an exciting haul video looking at the Harvey Nichols bag, which looks absolutely huge in front of my iPad. It's actually just a little makeup carrier bag from Harvey Nichols, which I've kept because it's quite sturdy cardboard, and I'm using it just to stick in the empties of items that I've used over the past few weeks, because this video is in fact what I have used during the month of August. I like watching videos about the products that people have used up or decided they don't like and are throwing away. I think you can get some really good ideas about products that you're thinking about buying or would like to buy. And I don't flatter myself that anyone is particularly watching these, but it's been quite an interesting experiment for me last month and the month before to actually stop and keep a track of the things I'm using up, because in fact they are very few compared with what I'm buying. And I'm kind of processing that information and deciding where I can cut back on my spending, how I can spend my money more sensibly and still get the enjoyment that I get from buying makeup, cosmetics, and those sorts of products, because I do enjoy those and experimenting with them. And equally, where I need to be throwing away things that haven't worked out and I'm just never going to use, which kind of goes against the grain, because I can't usually give away to the charity shop half-used cosmetics, because it's just not very hygienic, or I certainly can't sell them, and I don't like seeing things go to waste. But equally, processing what I actually use up completely is quite an interesting experiment. Anyway, that's why I'm doing it. What I used up this month, mainly bathing products, in fact, because I have at least one bath a day, often a bath and a shower at home, and I love nice smelling products. Here we have a smallish size of Lush It's Raining Men. You can see the Spiegel is actually in Dutch, although it's a well-known English organic company. That's because I happened to buy this when I was briefly away in Rotterdam and had forgotten to take something to use in the shower. As I say, this is quite a popular range from Lush. I like their soap very much. I buy one of their citrus scrub, I think it's called Sexy Peel, soaps all the time, and I think I've talked about that on here. I also like, as a treat, their bath bombs and their bathing bars, which are quite expensive because they're a couple of pound or dollars each, and you basically get one or two, if you cut them in half, baths out of them, but they are fabulous treats. This I wasn't so keen on. I used it all up. It's honey scented, and I don't think that's my favourite smell for a shower or bath product, but this was perfectly nice. I wouldn't buy it again, but if you like honey, it was a very true to life honey smell. Quite a creamy wash, so quite pleasant, but nothing remarkable. One that I will buy again, but not this season, is the Body Shop Pink Grapefruit Shower Gel. I don't think this is the first bottle I've had, although it's the first one well, no, actually I might have used up one earlier this year. I like citrus scents very much indeed. I love grapefruit if it's done well, because it has that extra slightly bitter, zesty scent that I like. And I think the Body Shop does one of the best range of pink grapefruit products. I'm still using up the body butter, a tub of that. I thought I would finish it this month. I haven't quite finished it. It's really scrumptious and very moisturising. I'm also using up at the moment Kiehl's grapefruit shower gel with the end of the pink grapefruit Body Shop body butter. And of the two shower gels, I much prefer this, although it's the cheaper one. It's just got to me, a more zingy scent than the slightly milder Kiehl's product, which was quite expensive as well. So finished that one. Will repurchase, but just not at the moment because I don't tend to wear grapefruit as much after the summer. This was a one-off treat to cheer myself up from a local chemist. Give a shout out for C.W. Andrews Pharmacy on East Finchley High Road. They're a wonderful family run chemists that, as well as having a pharmacist on the premises, they also sell quite a lot of really nice bath products, some makeup, lots of odds and ends. It's a really old-fashioned pharmacy. This is a range of organic sort of Germanic type bathing salts. I'm just looking, made in Germany. This is supposed to be very good for you. Very pricey, $2.25, so you're up there with the Lush bath bombs, treats. I got this one because I love coconut, and this is coconut and lemons to be an invigorating bath. I have to say it smelt better dry than it did in the bath, and I had to use the whole sachet. So that was a £2.25 bath. I wouldn't get this again, although it's quite an interesting range and certainly wouldn't stop me going back to try other things from that pharmacy. Then on the makeup front, I'm kind of throwing away quite a few items that haven't worked out. The one that has worked out is this Chanel Blossomer. I've had it for several years, finally finished. Really like the Chanel Blossomers. This is a discontinued one. I'm not as keen on the sugary pink colours. This has got quite a nice lilac blue tinge to it. It's discontinued at the moment, but I was told by the girl on the concession in Peterborough, John Lewis, I think, which I called into a few weeks ago, that they were expecting sort of more bluey pinky shades in the holiday season, the kind of run up to Christmas. So I've got one more Chanel Blossomer in quite a baby pink that I'm kind of toying with throwing away, but I'm just going to give it another month and see how I like it during that time. I don't really wear lip glosses as much nowadays. I do like the Chanel formulation, but prefer lipsticks really. This is, you can see from the packaging, quite an old Christian Dior lipstick because their packaging's changed considerably from this. I mean, my problem with lipsticks is that they do go on forever and ever. I don't really reapply as much as I should do. And what happened here was that I got this one out to use up. It was called Pretty Pansy, something pansy, sheer pansy. And I thought, oh, nice autumn shade. I'm going to get some use out of this again. But I don't know, it's such a soft formulation, which actually makes them quite nice to wear, that it just snapped off. Now, I could sort of poke about and put it in a palette somewhere, but, you know, to be honest, I can't be bothered. So time to junk that. That's going to be thrown away. But I used to like Dior lipsticks a lot. I haven't bought any recently. I find their packaging currently a bit clunky. And, you know, if you're going to spend all that money on a lipstick, because they're sort of 25 quid now, I think, then you need to get one that's perfect in every way, not just a perfect colour, but also a fragrance that you like if they're scented. There's nothing worse than having on your mouth something where you don't like the flavour, the consistency that you like, and, to be brutally honest, the packaging as well, because that's what you're paying for. You know, you can get the range of shades in drugstore buys. The consistency is often pretty good, maybe not quite as good. So, you know, you've got to get one that's absolutely perfect. So, daft as it sounds to give up on Dior because you don't like the packaging, frankly, at that price, you know, I'm going to buy Chanel or Yves Saint Laurent if I like the packaging more. There we go. Eyeliners. I'm getting rid of a few. Here's the infamous Gemma Kid that I whined about last week. This was a free gift, but when sharpened, the lead just is completely cracked right the way through and it's not usable. hate it. Stila. This again is an older one of these propelling jobs. I haven't used it that much, but again, just broken, useless. Another propeller one that I tried was Laura Geller, who sells on QVC over here. I have had one of her products that I absolutely love, a highlighter that is gorgeous, one of the best highlighters ever. But the general sort of baked goods, I don't go for at all. I bought one of the blusher bronzers that had fantastic reviews and just looked like I'd been tangoed. I find it unbelievable that people had recommended it. This is her eggplant waterproof eyeliner. And my gripe with this is it's a very dry formulation. So you really have to press down to get any colour. And I just don't think that's a good idea around the delicate skin of your eye. So such a dry, brittle formula where you're having to really poke down to get any colour at all. You know, I used it a few times and then just thought, this is ridiculous. You know, I will say, never mind waterproof, it's pretty stay-proof. It doesn't smudge even on oily eyelids. So, you know, maybe that's the payoff. I'm testing out a new purchase that I'll talk about more in another vid from Clarins at the moment, which is a waterproof that is both very easy to apply and amazingly difficult to get off. But I'll talk about that on another occasion. So I'm jacking in the Laura Geller one. Perfume, that was the other thing that I've used up. I'm kind of using up a lot of samples at the moment. I've thrown away a few full sizes that I'm not using. One of them is an Elemis Exotic. This is a little one that I did fully use up in my handbag, but I had a couple of samples, quite liked it, went out and bought the full size and then went off it. It's quite a sort of sweet, fruity floral, if that makes sense. So wouldn't repeat that. Guerlain Habit Rouge. I think it's meant to be a man's fragrance. It's fantastic. I would definitely think about getting that, but very unusual, fresh, oriental, I would have said. I don't know, I'm often attracted to men's fragrances. I need to talk about that more on another occasion. And the other one I used was Diane van Furstenberg's Eau de Toilette, which I quite liked. I'm not sure I'd rush out and buy it. It smelt heavy on the patchouli type fragrance to me, which I quite like, but it is quite a harsh scent. So I'm probably going to do some more vids on fragrance, which is a great passion of mine, and talk about things individually. But for the moment, I'll say that wouldn't be a repeat. So that was what I used in August. I'm going to try this experiment certainly till Christmas and see what I get through. Speak to you soon. Bye.